Hello and welcome to my channel. And in this video, I just illustrate and articulate basic good composition techniques to improve any photo. This is like good grammar for text, which I was actually never really good at. But for photography, I'm really good at it. And I kind of understand how pictures work and the framing works and what leads the eye where and all that type of stuff. And so I just articulate what I do. The point is that you follow along, glean something from it and apply it to your photos, and you will improve your photo game. And that's really important because in today's society, we use photos all the time. Oh, by the way, my name's Paxton, and that's me in the photo. One of the things I like to do is, obviously, I'm the subject matter, have an equidistant space on all sides. That gives it a sense of balance and symmetry. At the bottom here, there's nothing going on here. I'll crop all that out. There's no value there. The other question I ask is, what's the story? Well, obviously, I'm the story. I mean, come on. And what isn't the story? Well, this construction material isn't the story. This person out there isn't the story. And it's not so much what isn't the story, but what distracts from the story. In photography, less is always more because the viewer has to process all this information, has to look at it. And so if you give them less to look at, you force them to look at what the intent of the story is. So we want to take away the things that aren't necessary. And we take away the things that draw our eye into where we like this big bright spot where the sun is. Like there's no point of that in this photo. So we want to remove that. It would be great if this couple was over here walking this way. That would be great, but that didn't happen. You could obviously fix that in Photoshop. But I don't do any Photoshop work on this or any editing of the actual photo. It's just composition. Whatever I get out of my camera, that's what I talk about. I like to keep it real. So with that, let's get started. Oh, that's the other thing I like to do, which is when you have the opportunity in life, you need to take it. And one of the opportunities I have here is this wall should be lined up with the corner, because that it's just like a line that terminates into a corner. So I'm going to do that here. That's what I did. On the left hand side, I'm going to crop off that material. And then on the top, I want to get rid of that big sun, but I want to keep it about equidistance from the top of my head to the edge of the picture, to the side of my head, to the end of the picture, to keep it balanced. There's going to be a little more room at the bottom, but that's okay. And there you have it. You could pull this in a bit to here, maybe. That might be interesting. Actually, let's do that. I think that's a good photo. Then I could do this. So I'm balanced. This is about the same, roughly. There's definitely people are going to look here. There's some, obviously this is the subject matter, the story. You see a couple on the beach, just kind of in this casual walk. What's interesting, they have the exact same stance, which is kind of symbolic of a couple in sync with each other, which is kind of nice to capture. Still, it would be great if this was over here more, but so be it. It doesn't really relate to the picture of myself. There's no relation there, but maybe it's a future vision of something. I don't know. But I wouldn't be carrying a backpack if there was, so that doesn't fit. So let's look at the original. You can see how all that extra information, you kind of compelled to look at it. You're compelled to look at, because it's there. Just by virtue of being in the photo, you're going to look at this down here because it's in the foreground. It has the most clarity, the wind-blown sand. You're going to look at this because it's super bright, brighter than anything around in the photo, and your eye's going to go there. You're probably going to look at that because it's a high contrast area, and you're going to look at what on earth is a construction material doing there. So you have all these things distracting, which we don't want, because obviously, it goes without saying that this is what we want to look at. So between that and that. If you are on the dating apps, good luck with that one. But the point is that you want to frame your photos in such a way that they just focus on you. It makes it easy for the viewer you guide them into what you're looking at. You don't have to show everything in the original photo. And you want to remove the noise so that they focus on what you want them to look at. And there you have it, folks. Thanks for listening, and I will see you in the next video.